Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit. We're continuing our series of daily morning meditations where we generally look at one or another lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the daily office lectionary. Today is Tuesday, and for today's morning meditation, I thought we'd take a look at the lesson for morning prayer that's assigned from St. Luke's Gospel. Now, it's the 5th chapter, and we're up to verse 12, but I want to jump ahead to verse number 17. And it came to pass on a certain day, as he was teaching, that there were Pharisees and doctors of the law sitting by, which were come out of every town of Galilee and Judea and Jerusalem. And the power of the Lord was present to heal them. And behold, men brought on a bed a man which was taken with the palsy, and they sought means to bring him in and to lay him before him. And when they could not find that way they might bring him in because of the multitude, they went up on the housetop and let him down through the tiling on his couch into the midst before Jesus. And when he saw their faith, he said unto him, Man, thy sins are forgiven thee. And the scribes and the Pharisees began to reason, saying, Who is this which speaketh blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God alone? But when Jesus perceived their thoughts, he answering said unto them, What reason ye in your hearts? Whether it is easier to say, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Rise up and walk? But that ye know that the Son of Man hath power upon earth to forgive sins, he said unto the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee, Arise, and take up thy couch, and go into thine house. And immediately he rose up before them, and took up whereupon he lay, and departed to his own home, and glorified God. And they were amazed, and they glorified God, and were filled with fear, saying, we have seen strange things today. Okay, so interesting. First of all, they get it right without even realizing it, right? Because they say, who can forgive sins but God alone? And of course, Jesus Christ is God. He's the second person of the Holy Trinity. So they're exactly right. But it's interesting to me because they bring this man in with a sickness, and Jesus is moved by his faith. And in fact, he gives him something more powerful than physical healing. And that is the forgiveness of sins, right? And of course, we lose sight of that because we do know that there is a connectedness between physical sickness and sin. Remember, original sin is the reason why our bodies fall apart and decay, and then actual sin can cause physical sickness as well, right? If we smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and we know that it's bad for us, of course, and we continue to do it, and we don't stop, and we get lung cancer, right? That's an actual sin. We've done something against our bodies. But the fact that our bodies are susceptible to cancer is, of course, part of our fallen condition, what we call original sin. So Jesus gives to him the great gift of the forgiveness of sins, which, of course, would lead to his being able to walk. But he had to clear it up with the scribes and the Pharisees because they're now straining out gnats and swallowing camels, right? Who can forgive sins but God alone? Well, Jesus can. He's God. But, of course, this makes it clear, look, because just to show you that I can do it, take up your pallet, get up, and walk. And so he does. So it is quite remarkable to think that they just don't see it yet. Right? And it will take a while for them to figure out why Jesus is doing these things, because he is, in fact, the Son of God. So I'm on vacation. All right, I've pre-recorded some of these morning meditations because I wanted to make sure that we had the continued opportunity to think about Jesus and think about our Lord and his church every day for a couple minutes together. So there'll be no public worship at St. John's today, but I do hope that you are saying your prayers and that I, of course, will be praying for you while I'm away on vacation. Pray that we will be safe and will return safely back to Detroit when we are done. And I hope that your Tuesday is full of blessings.